everybody and welcome back to the Legend of Dragoon. My name's Cody, and in the last exciting episode we faced off against the three villains of Xenobantos. Not that it did them much good, because they got taken out in one shot by Miranda. In today's episode we're facing off instead against Magician Faust, the commander of the super mobile fort Flanville. This is a side quest, or to be more specific, this is the side quest. This is what we get for collecting all 50 Stardust. We were rewarded with a Vanishing Stone, because otherwise you can get here, which is, by the way, this is where we fought Lloyd back in Disc 3, when he had kidnapped Wink, and there was an optional path to go here, but if you don't have this Vanishing Stone, he just kind of takes you out. Like, I think you can fight him, but he's immune to all attacks because you're only facing his apparition. So it's, it's just bad news for you. So now we can come back because we're near the end of the game. We've only got, so we've got the Death City Mayfield. That's the one that's coming up next. That's where we're going to be heading off in presumably the next episode. That's where we're going to be going. Oh no. Why do the Wingleys insist on this architecture? So yeah, that's where we're going to be going, and after we finish Mayfield, we're going to hit a point of no return. Taking us, because like a lot of JRPGs and that kind of thing have, to a point where, am I going backwards? I've just been randomly selecting. I went backwards. Hold on. Let me just cut this and I will be back when I've found Faust. There's a long series of puzzly things here, and it's just a pain to get through. And we are back. You didn't miss much. It was basically just me traveling in literal circles, because those teleport circles are all circles that look identical. Just traveling through like 100 different teleports that go in circles, leading to each other until I'd exhausted every possibility. It was basically just like 10-15 minutes of me being lost in a maze of Wingly teleports, which, look, that doesn't deserve its own episode. You shouldn't be forced through that. So instead, I've brought us forward to the Magician Faust battle. This guy, he's here to cause trouble. And by trouble, I don't mean trouble as in the kind of trouble that we've been having with the last few bosses, which is to say, about as much trouble as a regular enemy random encounter. This guy's trouble. He's like triple trouble. He's trouble. I did a practice run against him because I was worried. He took out Meru with the magical attack in one hit. He did like 5,000 damage to Meru. And that's bad news. I had to do a lot of preparation for this, and I'm still not quite ready. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna survive this one. The Magician Faust, I can't bring Miranda along to this one. My trick of just bringing Miranda along to everything is unfortunately not going to work this time, because he's got a very strong magical attack and defense. We're going to have to finish him off with our strongest physical attackers, essentially, which is why I have a team this time of Dart, Kongol, and Meru, because surprisingly enough, that combination is probably our strongest combination of physical attackers right now. Because Meru, I've continued training up her physical attack, and since when she combines her speed with it, she's possibly the strongest physical attacker in the game, because right now she's got 110 speed and Dart has 50, so she moves more than twice as often as he does, which means you have to sort of double the amount of addition damage that you get from her. So what we're going to do here is Mary's going to act as support. She'll do some physical attacking, no point for the Psych Bomb because she's got very strong magical defense, but she's also just going to be doing the healing and all of that kind of thing. We're going to start by giving her a magic shield, which is going to nullify magic damage on her for 3 turns, because we're going to need it if we want to survive. Because this guy This guy is a pain. I'm just gonna start by giving all of the buffs that we need, and then we're gonna get started on this guy who, well, just watch. Don't believe me? Just watch. See, that was a bad example because he used a fire type attack, which Meru just absorbed with a magic shield and Dart's immune to it. But he can make attacks after. Look, I'll show you. Get timer right on this. Blazing Dynamo is super powerful right now. He responds to every attack with another attack. I mean, he's using the stupidest possible attacks in this particular fight. I had a lot in my practice fight. I died against him, but in this fight, he's apparently using fire attacks on Dart. But yeah, you attack, he will often get like 1 to 3 attacks. It is a nightmare. So Meru does 2,000 damage, which you can see that's about 4,000 to Darts. He did 4,800, but that's because he had a power-up. So overall, at the moment, she does more as a physical attacker than Dart, except for her power. Oh, good! That's perfect! That's perfect, Faust! I was revving you up about how difficult you were, and now you're using all of the elemental attacks on people with the same element. Oh, here we go. Now it's an Earth type attack. Just for Kongol, I guess. Just so that Kongol can have some time in the spot. Faust! Faust, I kept saying how good you were, and you're choosing the stupidest magical attacks that there could possibly be. But this is still early days. I still don't trust this as Faust! Faust, what are you doing? Are you drunk? Are you drunk, Faust? Alright, look, this looks like a legitimate attack. Oh, it's Earth time. That's good. Feel free to not use anyone's weakness on them and continue making sure the damage is halved from every attack. That's fine with me. Though you'll notice Kongol, despite having a legend cask and a whole lot of health, more than anyone else, he's still in trouble health-wise, because this guy lays on very thickly the attacks. He gets a bunch of attacks for all the attacks you get. So even with that chain of pathetic attacks, I still had to heal Kongol right there because he was in danger range. And what was that? That's the weakest attack I've ever seen from you. Alright, look, we just need to... We cannot underestimate him, because he could take out... At any point, he could accidentally take out a member of our party. Is this water type? Are you using a water type when Meru is the only unprotected member of my team? Is that what you're doing? Are you trolling me, Faust? I mean, it still does massive damage to the others who... I should clarify here, they both have legend casks, so doing 1200 damage... Faust. Doing 1200 damage to Kongol despite the legend cask is very impressive. Without it, Kongol would have taken like 12,000 damage. Oh, and here comes this like third attack in a row. This reminds me of Linus back in Disc 2, who just got a whole bunch of attacks for every attack that we got. Here we go. Here we go. A real attack. I mean, it's water type again, so Meru's going to continue to be unaffected. I don't know what you're doing, Faust. I'm going to switch Meru into Dragoon form because I know what I keep saying about how Faust is acting like he's trolling right now, but I'm still worried that Meru will get taken out in one hit. So I'm just going to leave her. No point using any of her magic right now because, you know, it's just going to be trouble. Or it's going to be useless, to be more specific. Meru could do a lot more with her additions than this. See, that did 1,000 damage. She did like 2,100 with her additions. But she gets a lot more magic defense as a Dragoon. Not that it matters if you keep using attacks she's naturally immune against. Faust, look. I was hyping you up as the biggest, best fight in the game. If you keep doing this, I'm not sure you've used any magic that isn't something that one of my party members takes 0 damage or half damage from. I mean, that's fine. I'm not sad about it. I'm just confused. Because he wiped me out in the practice run I did. Alright, we're going to continue attacking, because if we don't attack, he'll continue to get like 6 attacks in until I run out of... You can't really be on the defensive with Faust, even though it means he's going to get like 3 more attacks here. He's... Oh, he isn't... Okay. Of course he is. That's exactly what I thought he was going to do. Oh, but here we go. Here's where the trouble starts if he targets Kongol with something. Oh, this isn't a light type attack that attacks all. Kongol's probably going to get killed. No. Alright, I was cutting it a bit too close. But now we can use Rainbow Breath, which is the second reason I brought Meru along to this fight, is so that she could constantly use her heal all magic spell while protected by Dragoon armor. I feel like I should mention that if you don't have any legend casks, don't bother. I make it seem easy because I've got 2 of them have legend casks, and Meru has naturally some of the highest magical defense in the game, as well as I put magic armor on her, so she's been taking 0 for a few turns. But that's either has run out or is about to. Without that, you're going to get taken out by a chain of his attacks that will deal like 5,000 to everyone in your party, and you'll be constantly on the defensive and won't ever have the chance to attack. What's this one? This is new. Oh, this is a wind type one. That's going to be trouble for Kongol. Ouch. I just healed Kongol. I just healed... No, I don't have another attack. This is... Okay. Okay, Faust. You do that. You do that, Faust. See, he gets like 4 attacks for every attack I get. And Meru has 110 base speed right now because her Dancer's Ring and Dancer's Shoes. And despite the 110 speed, this guy still moved 3 turns in a row. This might kill Kongol, if it doesn't miss. Yeah, Kongol's out. Don't have a 4th attack. That doesn't actually... Okay, see now I'm in a bit of trouble because I don't think this actually revives. Let me find out. No. Alright, it means I'm going to have to use Dart, who I've been needing him to deal damage, because otherwise this will never end. I need to use him for an Angel's Prayer, which means this guy's going to get like 3 more attacks probably, and I'm going to have a lot of trouble getting back on the offensive. No, he hasn't had his attack yet. Phew. Alright, I'm just going to cut out this one because you've seen this animation like 6 times now. Alright, that should be the other half of Kongol's HP, because the Angel's Prayer restored half of it, and she essentially does a healing breeze that I think also cures status ailments. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to use a speed up on Dart, because Dart deals a considerable amount of damage, and we need to finish this guy off. Oh, not very practiced on those Dragoon additions at the moment, huh? And that is all 5 of her turns. Please don't use this opportunity now to finally target Miru. Please don't do it. Please don't. Please don't, Magician. Okay, thanks. Okay, thanks. Let's stick as many icicles in her as you like, because she's immune to water type damage. That's... okay. That's fine, you can use your 3 attacks on absolute nonsense if you like. I mean, I'm not against it. Let's finish this guy off. He's in the red. He's in the bottom third of his health. He may need a few more attacks, but he has to be close. Unfortunately, every time we get an attack in, he moves like 3 times. So close isn't the same as... Faust! See, imagine how difficult Faust would be if he didn't keep doing this every time. If he didn't keep using his weak staff thing and then targeting people with their own element, he would be annihilating me. But he's not annihilating me, which means we're going to finish him off because he's been playing with us. And that was Magician Faust, the most difficult boss in the game when he doesn't make very bad decisions constantly. You get 10,000 gold from that, which means you can buy a final Legend Cask now if you want, or a Armor of Legend if you need more help. But yeah, this was the Magician Faust fight. He drops that magical shield thing, which the Phantom Shield, which is very worth your while, as well as a magical hat, a holy ankh, which I think stops you from dying or revives you or something, and another dancer's ring. So let me show you this. Phantom Shield reduces damage from all attacks by half. This is obviously, you're going to want to have this at all times from now on. I'm going to see you in the next episode when we teleport back to Xenobatos so that we can go to the Death City of Mayfield. See you then.